So apparently, Gen Z consumers, 34% seek financial advice from TikTok, 33% from YouTube, and 24% from financial advisors. Boo! What is the financial advice I'm not getting in fucking Wall Street Journal, Financial Times? Boring, boring. Washington Post, boring. I want to know what is on the talk. So let's take a look at TikTok investors and see if we can learn a thing or two about the right way to build a smart financial future.
Here's why you should never pay off your house.
I'm sorry. First line we've seen, here's why you should never pay off your house. Okay, let him cook.
Here's your house. It's worth $100,000. That's what this stack is worth. You finally wipe it out. You own your house free and clear. I got news for you. What do you have for retirement? You got nothing for retirement because you put all your focus in getting your house paid off. Instead, mortgage that house, access the majority of this money. You know what I'd use it for? I'd go buy 5 more houses. But a few years later, you're going to sell those 5 for 15 more. And you're going to sell those 15 for 50 more. How many houses do you need to cover all of your expenses for the rest of your life?
What he's saying is, so you take out a loan for $100K to buy a house, you can do like a second mortgage. And he's saying, do that, take the money out of your house, take even more debt on, and use that to put down payments on 5 more houses. So that's 5 more mortgages you got to pay. It's incredibly risky. This is fucking stupid. But maybe it's genius. Let's not rule that out.
What's your net worth now?
I can explain this in a way that might sound crazy. I'm a billionaire. Let's think about it. Does a billionaire have a liquid $1 billion in his bank account?
No.
Okay, so is he actually a billionaire? No. Like liquid billionaire? No, I'm not a liquid billionaire yet. Probably will be mathematically soon. But I'm a billionaire because number one, let's just say I can make 500 to $1 million a month. That's like 12 mil a year. You do like a money calculator since it's like a hedge fund style thing. We're already in the hundreds of millions. And then other businesses.
What is he waffling about? Wait, a money calculator hedge fund style thing? Wait, I'm sorry. I could do it. I could do it. You mean a money calculator? No. Bet. All right. A money calculator. So I just, yeah. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's how it's done.
I'm a Web3 wealth manager now. Like I own a hedge fund there. So as far as the money calculator thing, my net worth is of over $1 billion. Hopefully $1 trillion soon. Youngest billionaire in the world right now.
Yeah, bro. You're about to beat Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Larry Ellison combined. You're close with your Web3 hedge fund.
What if I told you there was a way to buy things like this $100,000 watch without spending a single dollar of your own money, using business credit like this that you never actually had to pay back? With business credit, you are not personally held responsible for that line of credit. So let's say, for example, how I got this watch. I was able to open a business that I didn't really give a shit about. I went and opened business credit cards in that account. I then proceeded to go on, buy this for $100,000. I'm gonna turn around and sell it to a jeweler for $80,000 in cash, which now gives me the cash. I'll file bankruptcy on the company. I'll never have to actually pay it back because I'm not personally liable for that American Express card. It's all liable underneath my business.
Yeah, dude. Just straight up fraud. American Express is not going to give you a $100,000 line of credit on a business that has no income. This was his follow-up. He had a follow-up TikTok.
The funniest part about this whole video is how many of you guys thought I was being serious. You had to be fucking stupid to believe that you can open a brand new business, get American Express, and be able to spend $100,000 without any history in the business or any of that kind of shit. I was trolling another TikTok video I saw, and y'all blew it up like I knew what fucking happened. And now everyone's commenting, fraud this, fraud that, fraud this, but there's no proof of me for anything because it was all complete bullshit.
Saved, dude, saved. So I think he did this, then deleted his account, which is very funny. Because if he did do that, the stupidest thing you could possibly do is brag about it on TikTok, bro. That is 100% going to show up in court. But good idea, though. Honestly, let's not rule it out. A sneak peek at one of the top secret trading strategies from January 17th, 2021. This is like the beginning of the 2021 bubble, dude. What happened? Bring those days back. Bring back NFTs. Bring back JPEGs of monkeys. Bring back crypto to the moon. What a golden era.
So how do we make money from home?
Basically, I just trade stocks on an app called Robinhood. Here's my strategy in a nutshell. I see a stock going up and I buy it, and I just watch it until it stops going up, and then I sell it, and I do that over and over, and it pays for our whole lifestyle.
In 2021 January, people just did this. You could just buy every dip because everything went back to new all-time highs every 2 months.
If someone wanted to make $1 million, that was their dream in life, what would you recommend to them?
anyone can really become a millionaire because like the world is so big and the markets are so massive. All you got to do is get $1 from 1 million people out of like 8 billion. If you just walk around every single day asking for $1, you can get to $1 million pretty easily. So like,
That's the plan? To go person to person and beg for $1? His grind set is what homeless people do? I knew all those buskers were millionaires. I knew it. They're holding out. How I make 10K a week at 19 years old. Okay. Is anyone in chat 19 years old? Be honest. And you just really could use an extra $10,000 a week. Because this could be huge for you.
Every single morning I wake up, I drink water, I take care of my health. That's the first thing. Okay, I've been drinking some chlorophyll, that's pretty new. But I go straight into meditation. I literally meditate and I'm probably living in the spirit world.
Okay, drink water, meditate till you're living in the spirit world. I like this. Chlorophyll too for plants.
But basically what I really do is something called course creation. Basically what I did is monetize my skill set and my knowledge and turn it into an online course. I literally work 2 to 3 hours a day to make 6 figures passively with my funnel. So if you want to learn exactly how I'm doing it, I just created my free masterclass, but there are only 50 spots.
So your income is selling a course on how to sell courses. That's genius. So, but don't forget the water and the manifestations and the meditation too, though. If she's making this money, I guess she knows how to sell courses, but her course has to be just tell people that you have a course. The only way to sell the course is to tell people you make a bunch of money. And the only way to make the money is to sell the course. And if they make a course, then you're just competing on courses. So Andrew, no time.
I'm getting a ton of questions about how expensive is it to maintain my $5 million 100-foot yacht in Miami, Florida. Let's get right into it. First, I had to buy the yacht. I put about $2.5 million down on a $5 million purchase price. My payment is a little over $20,000 per month. After I bought Cersei, I had to find a place to dock her. The best marina in Miami charges around $25,000 per month. As you can see there, first month, last month, and security deposit was a little under $75,000.
Jesus
Let's get
Christ.
it. Then, of course, we got to fuel her up.
Online course ad.
And you can't have a $5 million boat without insurance. As you can see here, the annual premium is right at $62,000 per year. I also need to pay for a hurricane plan. You have to rent a slip for 6 months during hurricane season for $8,000 a month or $48,000 per season.
That's ridiculous.
I also have a full-time captain, a full-time engineer, and a deckhand. That's another $200,000 per year just in crew costs.
Either that's fake or the stupidest use of your money I can imagine. You're not making that money on fucking course income. I read an article. It was about how yachts are like the only thing left that really separates the omega rich from just the very rich. You know what I'm saying? If you're a millionaire, it's not like the shit's hard for you, but you can't afford a fucking mega yacht. Why cooking is for brokies. Okay, this one speaks to me because I rarely cook.
I never cook. I keep an empty refrigerator. My dad's like, son, don't you think it'd be so much cheaper if you cooked? And I said, no, not really. I said, let's talk about that scenario. Calling the valet, getting downstairs in the elevator to valet, getting in the G-Wagon, burning fuel, sitting in traffic on Biscayne, go to Publix, trying to find a parking spot at Publix, getting out, looking around the store for what I want. Dude, I want fucking chicken or steak, getting the food, all the ingredients, going home, parking again, going back up the elevator, getting the pots and pans out, cooking like a fucking idiot. I'm cooking, saving money. The Dial soap that costs $8 a little bottle. Clean the dishes, clean the plates. Nerds.
Okay, even in your extremely biased example, it's still way cheaper by a lot. Like, I order Uber Eats fairly regularly, and it's the fucking worst habit I have, dude. It's so goddamn expensive. Oh, wait, here we go. This guy's got a good plan. This guy sells a course, so you know he's smart. So many people that look like this on TikTok talking about hedge funds, bro. You don't got no hedge fund. Your hair's a hedge.
The minimum that I'm going to be willing to work with would be 100 million. And right, you can't promise investors 100 or 200% every year when you're dealing with that type of money. So what do? You just de-risk. You just risk a lot less and you keep trading the same exact way that you usually do. So instead, it's like 20 or 30%.
In his fictional example, he is still promising that once he gets to $100 million, he's still guaranteeing 20 to 30% returns. That would make you better than Bernie Madoff.
I've got 50 grand and I want to buy 10 houses. What most people do is most people save really hard. They'll make a load of money and then they'll dump it into a house. And then they'll save the money up again and they'll dump it into a house. That don't work anymore because how can an average person save up 50 grand? So the strategy is, and this is what I do, and this is what I teach, is if you've got 50 grand, so instead of buying a house for 200 grand that's in perfect, pristine condition and renting it out, find a house in the same street that's really run down that needs 50 grand spending on it. It's got structural problems. It's a mess.
Already, this is so fucked. Like, don't just waste your money on a house. Make sure you're buying a house with structural problems.
Buy it for 100 grand. Buy it cash. If you haven't got cash, you can get a bridging loan. Doesn't have to be
Okay.
your
So again, you said your opening argument was no one gets 50K. So get a bridging loan for 100K.
I've got my own bridging company. Because a lot of people say,
Oh, so I could just get a loan from you to invest in a dilapidated house. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
so now you bought a house for 100 grand, you spent 50 grand on it, but now it's worth 200 grand. So now what you do is you now refinance it, get a 75% mortgage loan to value, and they'll give you 75% of the new value. So instead of getting a mortgage before you buy, get a mortgage after you buy. So they'll give you 150 grand, which pays back you get your 50 grand back, and you can pay the bridging company back, and then you go again. And
So it's recycling money.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
that is how most wealthy people do property.
No, that's not how most wealthy people do property. I like that you give them the high interest bridging loan, then tell them to take out a mortgage on their new property so they can immediately pay you back.
If you want to start making you money, getting paid to exist, doing jack shit and making money out of thin air, I got you. Here's what you're gonna do. Try this for a week. First of all, I want you to remove the statement, I can't afford this, out of your vocabulary. Never want to hear you say this again. Instead, I want you to turn this statement into a question and ask, how can I afford this? If you start approaching money from an abundance mindset, the universe will literally throw money at you. This is exactly what my clients who are doing the workshop, which you could grab at the top of my page.
Oh, there's a workshop. The workshop's how to manifest the money. I just manifested 13,000. Babes, your workshop got me to receive 10K as a gift. I cannot thank you enough. Rich people beg for money, wealthy people manifest it. Yeah. It's definitely not that they like just own large amounts of assets and property. It's like they manifest it. They just think about it harder. That was good. I think we learned a lot today. Everyone here now has no excuse for not being rich. And that's why if you want to learn more, sign up for my course. Sign up for my course where I watch more finance TikToks.